Welcome to Urban Legends Uncovered, your spine-tingling journey through the world of urban legends and spooky lore. Here's your host, paranormal expert, Mark Sellers.
Hello, listeners, and welcome to another spine-tingling episode of Urban Legends Uncovered. I'm your host, Mark Sellers, and I'm thrilled to have you with me as we delve into the dark corners of the world, uncovering the haunted histories and chilling urban legends of some of the most cursed locations on this planet. It's a chilling exploration, perfect for those who revel in the mysterious and macabre. Our topic today centers around cursed locations and the folklore that envelops them. These are places that are more than just spooky tales. They hold significant cultural and historical weight, often shrouded in myths that intrigue and terrify us in equal measure. The very idea of cursed locations piques our curiosity. What events led to these places being labeled as cursed or haunted? Today, we'll take a look at some infamous landmarks, sites where history and horror intersect, where the past seems to linger like a ghostly presence, influencing the present. Before we dive into specific stories, let's consider the concept of a cursed location. What does it mean for a place to be cursed? Often, these are sites with a history of tragedy, violence, or unexplained events that continue to captivate our imaginations. The lore around such locations explores the thin veil between reality and the supernatural, suggesting that some places are marked in ways that natural science cannot fully explain. What makes these spots even more intriguing is their impact on our collective psyche and cultural identity, prompting questions about what constitutes a curse and how such stories hold value, or peril, in our modern-day world. Now let us turn to some of the most notorious haunted landmarks and explore what makes them so compelling. From abandoned asylums with chilling pasts to castles where specters wander the halls at night, each carries its own weight of historical significance and folklore whimsy. Let's start with one of the most famous sites, the Tower of London. This iconic landmark has an uncanny reputation for being haunted, thanks to its extensive history of imprisonment, execution, and intrigue. The tower's most notorious ghost is that of Anne Boleyn, second wife of King Henry VIII, who was executed on Tower Green and is said to haunt the grounds, often seen near the site of her execution or wandering the White Tower with her head tucked under her arm. But Anne is just one of many spirits said to reside here. The history of the tower is rich with stories of royal hostages, unsolved mysteries, and political betrayals. Each layer of history adds another ghostly echo to its halls. Its haunted reputation serves as a reminder of the dark stories that have been woven into its walls, creating a compelling mix of historical fact and spectral fancy. Moving from the United Kingdom to Eastern Europe, we can't ignore the infamous Dracula's Castle, or Bran Castle in Romania. While not truly the castle of Vlad the Impaler, often cited as the inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula, it has nonetheless captured the imaginations of visitors worldwide. This centuries-old fortress, perched ominously on a cliff, certainly looks the part of a vampire's lair. But beyond its menacing exterior, the legends around Vlad Tepes and his bloody reign contribute significantly to the castle's mythos. Here, history and fiction blur into something uniquely eerie. Visitors speak of mysterious shadows and whispers, heightening the atmosphere that seems to breathe with stories of vampires and other supernatural beings. It's fascinating how folklore has evolved to unite place with legend, creating a location that, despite its ambiguous truths, continues to carry an aura of ominousness and dread. Next, let's shift to the United States and explore the eerie tales of the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. This architectural oddity was the lifelong project of Sarah Winchester, widow of the firearms magnate William Wirt Winchester. Sarah believed that her family was cursed by the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles, and she embarked on a non-stop construction mission to confuse and appease these spirits. The house is characterized by windowless rooms, staircases leading nowhere, and doors that open to brick walls, all contributing to its reputation as one of the most haunted houses in America. The folklore surrounding this house is deeply tied to themes of guilt, penance, and supernatural intervention. It's a physical manifestation of a haunted mind and serves as a stark reminder of how personal history and cultural legends intertwine to create an enduring narrative of mystery and superstition. Lastly, who could forget the foreboding atmosphere of the old asylums of the past? One of the most talked about examples is the now abandoned Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville, Kentucky. Known as one of the most haunted places in America, this former tuberculosis hospital has a long history of suffering, with thousands of patients passing through its doors during the early 20th century. Stories of ghostly nurses, shadow people, and phantom footsteps are plentiful, fed by the sanitarium's grim history and the desperation of patients who battled a then incurable disease within its walls. The cultural significance of such sites often carries echoes of how societies have treated illness, mental health, and the forgotten or ostracized individuals. It's a macabre curiosity. These structures stand as monuments to historical medical practices and societal attitudes, while their legends provide a ghostly reminder of humanity's fragility. So what are some of the common narratives and urban legends associated with these places? Often these stories evolve from kernels of truth, magnifying their impact with each telling, shaped by changes in cultural perceptions and societal developments. They tap into primal fears, the dreaded unknown, encounters with the afterlife, and betrayal by the world around us. These narratives are packed with emotions and are relentless in their depiction of human suffering, offering a way to understand or cope with cultural morality tales and convicting histories. They invite listeners to project their own fears and hopes onto these haunted places and consider how the ghosts of the past walk beside us today. The stories serve to personify our deepest fears and curiosities, evolving as they pass through successive generations and various cultural reinterpretations. Turning to the significance of these locations in folklore and supernatural beliefs, it's important to recognize their role in maintaining cultural identity. Ghost stories, urban legends, and the myths that attach themselves to these cursed places are deeply embedded in societal and cultural consciousness. They remind us in a visceral way that history isn't merely confined to books but breathes life within these found objects and spaces. Through urban legends, these sites become more than just bricks and stone. They become living narratives that grow with each retelling. It's that perpetual cycle of creation, storytelling, and rediscovery that captivates us and continues to draw us towards the supernatural explanations of real-world phenomena. Essentially, these places are time capsules preserving tales of old, monsters of the human psyche clad in spectral constructs that haunt us still. Let's not forget personal accounts, which fuel the growing mythos surrounding these cursed places. Stories from visitors recounting eerie experiences, whether genuine or fueled by a mixture of psychological factors, add layers to the already rich tapestry of legend. Anecdotes provide a human element, drawing in the skeptic and the believer alike. Wouldn't you agree that hearing about a first-hand experience tends to make the legends come alive? These accounts grant the locations a contemporary relevance and maintain their status in our modern conversation about what is possible beyond the visible. They play with our perception of reality, urge us not to dismiss the unknown outright, and question the growing disenchantment with the world as we know it. Finally, what is it about these haunted places that keep us enthralled? The blending of real tragic events with supernatural elements sustains public fascination. Their stories serve not only as sources of entertainment or cautionary tales, but as mirrors reflecting societal concerns and evolving cultural narratives. They are intrinsic to our literature, films, and theaters, a pathway through which we explore moral complexities and human truths. We find excitement in the unknown and draw solace that there might be more to life and death than what meets the eye. In engaging with these haunted tales, we're reminded of the ever-continuing journey to understand life's mysteries, history's shadows, and the legends that pulse through our collective memory. As we wrap up today's episode, we reflect on all we've uncovered. Cursed locations offer more than just spooky tales. They invite us to explore the meanings we give to history and the impact of storytelling on our cultural consciousness. From the haunted corridors of the Tower of London to the perplexing Winchester Mystery House and beyond, the power of urban legends persists, shaping our understanding of these destinations and our place in the world. Through examining these storied locales, we've gained insights into how myths help us grapple with life's uncertainties and complexities. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the dark histories and all-too-human legends that continue to walk among us. Until next time, keep questioning the shadows and imagining the incredible stories hidden within the fabric of the places you encounter. Stay spooky.
You've been listening to Urban Legends Uncovered. If you enjoyed this podcast, Please click the subscribe button to get alerted when we drop a new episode. And make sure to visit us at www.urbanlegendsuncovered.com. We'll see you next time.